Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Fuze, Unbothered, brought to you by our friend and personnel. As you know, the gang is here, ABK is here.
Hi guys, Madichi here.
Hi guys, Gabi.
What's going on, guys? We believe that your day is already pumped from the beginning, regardless of what you're going through. We know that full prices
Tell them the amount.
Hey, God, dude.
Wow.
But you know one thing about Nigerians, we've developed a thick skin, and no matter what you throw at us, get your PVC. That's all I have to say about that. You know that full price has increased from like 140 plus to about 170 plus.
Wow.
And I'm saying plus because you know some other agents of annoyance will be adding their own extra prices. But then again, we have to bread I was buying for 350 is now 800.
Let's not talk about it. And for bread lovers like me, this is just such tragedy.
And this is not bread of life. This is
What?
We'll be right back after the short break. Stay with us.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
Welcome back, guys. We'll talk about how in April, if you remember very well, we had actor Yul Edochie
in the news.
You know what he was in the news for? He sprung a brand new baby on his family. Yes, like the news. Let's just say the news of a brand new baby. Came to be, and he also took the baby mama as his second wife. I remember that his wife May at the time said almost absolutely nothing. We didn't hear much from her.
Quiet about
it. It felt like people were the ones trying to defend her. People were sort of trolling Yul Edochie for that, saying, why would you take a new wife? All these kinds of things. And, people were having conversations about the entire story. But May has finally come out to say something now. She has talked about how she faced depression during that period. She says, it was a very trying time for me. I do not even wish that form of depression on anybody, even if that person is my worst enemy.
I saw a few comments, some people saying May is using this to cash out and all of that. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm cashing out, right? I don't wish this upon my enemy, if at all I have any. I don't think I have enemies, but if at all I have any, I do not wish this upon them. Depression is real, and there are different stages of depression. I see my kids. I decided to put myself together because of my kids. I needed to be strong for them. I needed to be there for them. So I need your prayers. Keep sending in your prayers. There is nothing God cannot do.
So this for me just feels, some type of way.
I can't understand why she's coming out after a couple of months, but maybe she was able to finally summon the courage to now speak out, especially and drop the video on social media, because she must have actually gone through a lot this past few months. From the shock of the news.
First it was a baby.
Yeah,
so
another wife.
Another woman, and then I'm taking her
the
as my
fact
wife.
that our family is now totally exposed to the public, and anything she literally does might be misinterpreted and all that. So it's a whole lot. I can understand when she was talking about the fact that she does not wish this kind of feeling on anybody else. So I can only wish her well. It must be heavy in her heart.
Yeah, one of the things she really spoke about was depression, like how gruesome depression is, because a lot of people just feel like you have to, it's not that deep, so to say, something you can just recover from. And for someone with 4 children, it's not like her husband took a second wife when he just got married, and the next few years took a second wife. They had 4 children.
Even discussed it with her.
Exactly. It was an intimate kind of, it wasn't even a wedding. It was after they found out that he had given, he now had a child for her.
More like he was trying to save his political career.
To pay the bride price so that it doesn't get into the news. So it looks like an actual marriage. but in real sense was actually cheating on her. I mean,
That's the definition.
because yes, he's an Igbo man. He's entitled to have as many wives as he wants to, but I mean, it should be done in the proper way.
Yeah.
So like she
Carry your
coming out
family
now
along.
because a lot of people have been talking, like you said, like, oh, why is she quiet? Are you sure they didn't plan it? Are you sure she didn't do it for clout and all of that? But she's come out to say, you know what? Even though people feel like I've been quiet and all, I've actually found solace in you guys. Like I've actually come out
Because of the people that were defending her.
yeah. And recently she's just been, vibing, enjoying herself.
It's really not going to be easy because like she has kids she has to explain
Yeah,
to.
grown up kids.
But I have questions though, because I feel like a lot of other women that would have been in this situation would have said, no, this man has done it. Infidelity, is something that is.
So that's the thing. We don't know
You know,
what's
many
going on
things.
behind. We just see what they show us. We don't know what's happening. I mean, you don't know if she has held him. Like, why would you do that? We don't know.
Because there was a
We don't
time not
know.
long after all these things happened that he came out and he showed a video of him and his wife.
They were in the
where they
car.
vibing.
But that was an old video.
together.
Eventually we found out that was
an
an
old
old
video.
video.
Exactly, because it didn't
But
make sense.
but why was he bringing it out at that time?
Because I mean, when you're trying to sell a narrative to the public,
Yeah.
you need to sell it well.
Oh
you
my
need to make it look
goodness.
so real. But I mean, from all of us here on Fuze Unbothered, trust me, we really wish May peace.
Yeah.
That's peace of mind, all right?
Yes.
Because you're still you're a mother of 4 and you're still grooming your kids, and we understand that you have to explain and still have to manage the
entire
situation
situation,
and the family.
right?
We only wish you peace. That's all. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
So a few months ago on the show, we spoke about horrible bosses, toxic workplaces, and all of that. So recently, High Court has recently fined an ex-Minister of State of Education for not allegedly, it was actually real. Like we saw a picture of him, of his staffs rather. Okay, so he has a hotel, a very prominent hotel in Warri, and he accused his staffs of stealing a particular amount. I think it was 5K, and in order to punish them, decided to strap them naked, like they were all naked. I'm talking about both male and female staffs. And a lot of people have come out to say that is not enough reason, that's not justifiable. I personally feel like even if you have to melt out punishment on them, you can as well slash it from their salary. Like doing that was going overboard.
That's assault.
And he was fined for just ₦1 million.
Yeah.
Which of course he could afford.
First off, I feel very, very annoyed that it took about 2 years for them to get a verdict.
Yeah, exactly.
This is something that happened in 2020. All right.
I mean, he's an ex-minister of state. What do you expect?
As an ex-minister, eventually the entire what's it called? Judgment is to just fine him ₦1 million.
Yeah, that doesn't surface.
So what is the compensation to the people that have been assaulted?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because I mean that's an infringement of their privacy.
Human rights.
Human rights.
I don't think any amount of money can. No.
I feel like first off, there should be some level of jail term, public apology.
Yes.
A proper public apology, then there should be compensation, monetary compensation.
Definitely,
to
not
these
just a
people.
fine to the court for
Just
crying
not
out
just a
loud.
fine to the
Compensation
court.
to the people whose images, were
Yeah.
in that
Do
kind
you
of way.
understand? For no
So
reason.
for me, I mean, part of the story was that one of the staff came out and said, this was the period when this thing happened, that it was 5,000 naira according to that staff, and then this person said that it was given as a gift.
Yeah, as a gift
by
for their good behavior.
one of the hotel guests, So at the end of the day, the man who owns the hotel says, "Oh no, you stole it from me." So the story is big. The story is huge.
And there's another side to the story saying that it's not just 5,000 naira.
Yes.
Like a huge amount of money has been missing from 100,000.
Yeah.
And all of that. So we don't really know.
Yes. So it must have been. Here's what I believe. It must have been a case where stealing was rampant.
Yes.
And so the man was
time.
waiting
Regardless.
At that time.
Yes. And so the man was waiting
that
for.
should not be the way it should go.
Yes,
Why
I
would
don't
you do
agree,
that?
but like it's like, my staff are stealing from me. Money keeps missing from their account, so I'm waiting to catch the culprit one day, and then that day finally comes, and this is what the man does, and this is absolutely.
We're not honestly, we're not cool with that verdict. We feel like that is not enough.
I mean, ₦1 million for an ex-minister.
For someone who can afford
Wow.
way more than that, and there's no public apology. Come on, man, we can do better. But let's go on the short break right now. When we're back, we have more tea for you. Stay with us. It's still Fuze Unbothered.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And and I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter, and the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It's Fuze Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Your gang is still in the building. You know, don't mind me, I'm just being cheesy right now. So we are going to be ending with this final discussion about something that an ex-Big Brother housemate posted. I'm talking about Tochi. Tochi seems to be the king of violence. Oh, he's
Like
always,
he just chips it
yeah,
in, disappears, chips it in, disappears.
subtle shades and triggers that he drops on social media. After doing that, he just disappears. So Tochi over the week posted something on social media. I mean, it's a write-up definitely, and we want to talk about it. He said he was talking to the ladies, all right, very demanding ladies. He said you want your 23-year-old boyfriend to have a car and so much money, but your parents are still, hey God, this one is touching my heart. But your parents are still feeding your 35-year-old brother in the house. Ooh. First off, I always think, or I always have this feeling or this hunch that anytime Tochi drops this kind of thing, he's actually talking to someone. Don't think, I'm not the only one.
Well, you know, we'll never know who this person is.
That's the thing, you never know. But I feel like
We will never know after that engagement that went wrong.
Medici brought it up. She brought it up. So, I mean, a 23-year-old girl wants. I mean, our spec is someone that has a car, that has
Average of that age.
so much money to take her for vacay in the abroad. Do you get me and all that? But the person's elder brother is. I mean, and I get what he's saying. All right, because like sometimes. I would not say all the time. There's a lot of pressure on the male figure, especially when you're in your what's it called?
20s?
Your 20s, all right, your mid-20s. To already have a car.
Already have made it, yeah.
To already
car.
To already have a car.
Live in your own apartment.
Your own apartment.
Have a good job.
Do you understand?
Have a good job, you know, be able to pay bills.
Be able to pay bills. And that's in a way put some level of subconscious pressure on the male figure within that age, and they feel unsuccessful or they feel delayed. Some level of delay.
That's exactly why you see young students in school, you know, at the age of 18, 19, and they're already like, oh, I'm a guy, you know, once I get out, there's already a lot of expectation. You want to see the car I'm riding immediately.
But sometimes we do not understand that this pressure, it might just be self-mounted on ourselves, because like I would not pressure myself because I want to impress a woman. Do you understand? I want to pressure myself to be successful. Success is not defined by what's it called?
What kind of car you ride, how much in your account.
As much as I would want to agree with both of you, but I think what's in my head, I put it out there. If you don't have money, you don't go close to a woman now. It's as simple as that. Yeah, the pressure is there and all that. But if you can't, know your spec, know your. I don't want to say know your grade or know your
know your capacity.
Exactly. So go for who you can afford. No offense.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but it is very unrealistic. It's very mundane for a woman that you know that you yourself, you have a humble background.
That's exactly what he's talking about.
Do you understand? And that's what he's talking about.
That's why he said
you have a humble background.
That's why you said
your brother is over 30 years old.
So there's no pressure.
Now, if you have a girl that you like you see a girl you like her and all that, and she comes to you and she sees that you're not up to her standards, why are you now taking it personal?
No, don't take it personal.
You moved,
but we're just like, why is it big? Like, calm down.
No, it's not fine. Not fine. Just move.
Okay, man, let's breathe, everybody. But here's the thing. He's basically saying, if you feel like your brother, you know, you're not, your family's not putting so much pressure on your brother, maybe it's hard.
Why are you putting pressure on another person's brother?
Another person's son, another person's brother.
bruh, 35-year-old.
So all the guys out there in your youth age, I mean your 20s, early 20s, late 20s, do not be pressured just to impress.
Because a lot of people making money through illegal means these days because of trying to fit in and all that, driving Benz.
And it's all the sugar daddy that call, but that's a topic for another day. It's all the me I know.
Like we don't have sugar mummies. No, we don't have sugar mummies.
On what ratio? On what ratio?
Please, the 50-50.
I don't think so. You know what? This is another conversation for another day. But guys, if you want to join the conversation, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Fuze on YouTube, THEFUZE on YouTube, and also follow us on Instagram, FUZE_local, Fuze_local. You can also link up with us individually. My handle is AB_AKYZ.
My handle is _Madichi.
You find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby.
Guys, do not forget, get your PBC. Make sure you love yourself. Do what you love and do not be pressured from all of us here in the studio. Be kind.
Things are really happening. Please be kind.
Please be kind to
Crazy
people.
things are happening.
Hey, you know what time said, right? You go be. From all of us here in the studio, guys.
Stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.